Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
We will now like to invite to give us the opening prayer and to bring greetings the moderator of the Synod Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, the Right Reverend Daniel Chance.
Let us all unite our hearts in prayer. Most gracious, holy, and loving God, your love is available. Your power is being manifested in our lives. You have raised up men and women to lead, to inspire. God, we meet in this noble institution where the founding fathers and mothers establish a firm foundation. So many of our sons and daughters received and continue to receive a sound education. The foundation, O God, which was established by your grace and indwelling power, would be sustained by your people. Principals, teachers, parents, and grandparents continue to shape the minds of their loved ones. God, you have guided our sons. You have blessed our teachers. And today we meet for this graduation and prize-giving ceremony. Confer, O God, upon us your divine blessing. For we pray in your wonderful and precious name. Amen. All protocols observed. As a church, we hold firm to the mission which has been entrusted to us. And what is that mission? To preach, to teach, and to demonstrate in a vivid way God's love for all of God's people. Within the confines of Naparima College, our students are exposed to a holistic approach to education. It is here that you are presented with the opportunity to discover who you really are. An awareness of God, our chapel worship, our prayer session. It is here that you all learned and will continue to learn faiths of our fathers. How it goes? Faith of our fathers living still. Yes, our founding fathers and mothers recognize the importance of education. And they continue, our fathers and mothers continue to shape our lives. graduating class, it is here that your character is shaped. You develop a philosophy for life. In Ephesians chapter 4, we read, hear what the word of God says. We must nurture an atmosphere of kindness and compassion as you seek to encourage each other in our journey of life. This reinforces the need for all stakeholders to work in harmony. The church, the school, the ministry, and the wider community. As we meet for this graduation and prize-giving ceremony, we all envision our own utopia, a place in which everything is perfect. Today, as a church, we rejoice with our students. Your discipline, resilience, commitment, and dedication, together with your parents and students, don't forget the love and the care of parents and grandparents, teachers and siblings. You all have done well. It is said that our parents and teachers are the scholarship winners. Students, the knowledge gained or acquired must be applied. Within our space or within your space, there exist social ills which can result in a society becoming fragmented. How can you, the graduating class, make a difference or be the change you want to see? Value the gift of life. That is what God has entrusted to you. Care for each other. Love yourself and love each other. Students, you have the inbuilt capacity to excel in every field which you may choose to pursue. Do or continue to do your best. On behalf of the Presbyterian Church, I bring you greetings, and it is our prayer that the God who is responsible for bringing you this far will continue to walk with you. Greetings to all.
The Right Reverend Daniel Chance, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, His Worship, Councillor Robert Paris, Mayor of the City of San Fernando, Reverend Jacob, our college chaplain, who has sent her courtesies this morning, Mr. Roy Omra, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Ms. Jasmine Ramuta, our School Supervisor 3, Victoria Educational District, Mr. Christian Duku, School Manager for Naparima College, also a member of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Gary Sumara, Chairman of our Administrative Committee, Mr. Ashmeed Ali and his wife, our guest speaker, Mr. Rodney Paradisi, our Vice Principal Acting, Mr. Edison Dean, President of our PTA NAPSAC, Mr. Joel Simmons, President of NAPS, our Past Students Association, specially invited guests, members of staff of Naparima College, to our graduating class 2024, members of the media, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Naparima College. And so today, our theme is empowering to elevate, empowering to elevate, celebrating a journey from possibility to actuality. And once again, I want to especially welcome our parents, guardians, relatives of the graduating class of 2024 to this prize-giving ceremony. For today, we celebrate the holistic development of our students here, our graduates, especially at the achievements of the May-June 2024 CSEC and CAPE examinations. As you continue to transition into another level of your educational journey, and for some of you all, into the world of work. Naparima College, founded in 1894. This year we are celebrating 130 years of that journey. And so we continue to express gratitude to our founding fathers, the Presbyterian Church, who has been a beacon of light that has brought us to this point in our educational journey. We continue to build on that beacon through the process of continuous improvement and focusing on our students. At Naparima College, we make every effort to work with our students and our parents to achieve our school motto, a posse adesse. And how do we achieve this? By putting God first and working in a spiritually enriched environment. And so we recognize this morning the tenets of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, which is infused into every aspect of our lives here. And so we also ensure that our students are exposed to all aspects of the culture in Trinidad and Tobago. And so I recognize the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, our chairman, Mr. Roy Umrao, our school manager, Mr. Christian Duku, and our chairman of ADCOM, who are all present here today. We cannot achieve our vision and mission without our stakeholders. And I want to recognize our stakeholders this morning. NAPSAC, our PTA, whose motto is excellence in education. And to our PTA, I want to express gratitude and recognize Mr. Dean and the President for the numerous projects that they would have achieved over the last year. But not only that, I want to recognize and congratulate the PTA on achieving what is known as MPO status. MPO status. So now the PTA is a non-profit organization which is accountable to the Financial Institutions Act. And so as our journey continues, we continue to strengthen our systems and put those systems in place and be monitored so that we can increase our accountability to you, the students, parents, and church. NAPS, our Past Students Association, whose motto is putting our students first. And so it is with our heartfelt gratitude that we recognize the association, and Mr. Simmons is here this morning, and thank the association for their continued support. I also have to recognize all our stakeholders who support us here on a daily basis, the Ministry of Education. And our representative here is our school supervisor, Ms. Jasmine Ramuta, the Ashnad Foundation, and so many other parents and businesses, which goes beyond even Victoria. So, as I continue, I want to take this point now to recognize our teaching staff. Before I get into an account of what has transpired over the last year in school. Because without our teachers being there, we could not have achieved what I am about to list. And so I'm thankful and grateful. As we now look at our CSEC results 2024 and 2023. And when we started analyzing these results, what we realized is that since we've been tracking our results from 2013-2015, that this year we had the most percentage of ones both at CSEC and CAPE. So this cohort broke all records with percentage of ones tracking our results from 2013 to 2024. Parents, I think your sons deserve a round of applause for that. There is an exception, however, and that was 2020, where the exams were multiple choice alone. So we cannot compare the multiple choice. And like any good statistician, they'll take off the highest and lowest, and then we look at what's left in between. So we have to take out the 2020, because it's not the same exams your son would have written. They would have been tested at both levels, the paper 1 and paper 2. So we compared similar type. And so, gentlemen, you are now part of the history of Naparima College in terms of us quoting that statistic for that cohort of 2024. 126 out of 136 students passed 5 and more subjects in maths and English. Three out of every 4 students who wrote maths got a grade 1. 43 students got 8 ones and more in CSEC, while 19 students received at least 8 grade 1s. At the CAPE level, 64% of the young men who wrote this year and graduating this year, 64% who wrote Caribbean Studies got 1s, and we received 100% passes at Caribbean Studies. Looking at our future, our Form 1s to 3s, we gave out certificates for students achieving 80% and more from our Form 1s to Form 4s. And for term 3 of the academic year, in Form 1, 41 students scored over 80%. In Form 2, we had 36%. And in Form 3, we had 35%. And so this is what we are looking for towards our future and towards what is to come for Naparima College. And so today, at CSEC, what are the prizes which we would be giving out today? We have 89 medallions, or another way of putting it, 89 students who achieved 5 or more ones at CSEC. 48 silver pins, or in other words, 48 students who received 8 ones and more. And gentlemen, I want to ask you all to wear those pins. Those of you all who are going from Form 5 into Form 6. Because it's a sign of what you have achieved and the younger ones in the school see it, and it's something they strive to attain to. We have 9 outstanding trophies for students achieving 10 ones and more, 18 highest ranking trophies in their particular subjects, and 17 bursaries to our students. Cape 2024. We have 38 medallions for students making 5 ones or more. Or another way of saying that is 38 students made 5 ones or more at Cape. 9 trophies for students' performances of 9 ones and more. 14 highest ranking trophies in their respective subjects. 15 bursaries and 27 co-curricular awards. At our CSEC merit listing, now we can't do the CSEC merit listing for 2024 because that's not available as yet. So we are accountable for the 2023 and not 2024. At 2023 CSEC, we had 24 places at CSEC, with attaining first in English B, first in French, first in maths, and first in physics. At CAPE 2023, we had 24 placements. And so, as we focus on curriculum delivery, we continue to upgrade our ICT, and we continue to look towards the holistic development of our students. And now the ministry is challenging us about culture and the integration of culture into our curriculum. And that challenge has been accepted. Where it is now, we now have to hold ourselves accountable. And how are we accountable? Cricket, we placed first in the league. And we were quarterfinalists in the T20 for 2023-2024. Under 14, we were league champions, knockout champions, under 14 champions, and national champions. In chess, we placed first last year. Scrabble, 2023-2024. Our junior team placed first, whereas our second team placed second. Badminton. We had a number of placements in badminton at the national competition, where our young men earned the under-17 boys doubles championship, under-19 singles, under-19 doubles, and under-19 mix. In PAN, we continue to place in the top 3 every year. Since we've been entering PAN, and this year I'd like to recognize NAPS Combined and our lead teacher, Ms. Amanda Ramjohn, for their placement and their continued dedication so that we could represent our school, our district, our country with our national instrument. In TASA as well, we continue to place and continue to do well. So too drama, where we cupped 16 awards last year. And with our teacher, who is today representing us at graduation at one of our sister schools, St. Augustine High, where she's a past teacher, a past student, and she cupped the Victor Edwards Award for Best Director. And this is our accountability for ensuring that we infuse our culture within the school. And so too, we can report and we could give that accountability not only to our students and parents and our stakeholders, but to ministry as well. And I would have left out so many other things. Because if I had to stand here today and list out all those things, this graduation wouldn't finish till tomorrow. So, as I continue, I really am thankful and grateful for 2 major things which would have happened during this year as well. my teachers came to me and said, "Sir, we want to apply for the EPIC grant from the Digital Foundation." And so we were successful in writing up the project as a team, submitting it, and we were awarded $100,000 in order to implement that grant. And we were successful at every stage, to the point where we got a call and our system was used as a template, which was used as a template nationally so that other schools can get involved. Another thing coming out of our science department was the design, build, and completion of our biolab, which costed close to $380,000. And we were able to do this within the space of 6 months. And it was handed over in time for the new term. So as I close, we always need to reflect, and we always need to look at our previous year and previous years. And through this process of reflection, gentlemen, always take this with you. How can we do better? How can we improve? How can we improve our service to make a difference as Naparima College? And this is true looking at our curriculum and making sure our curriculum is geared towards those jobs, strengthening our relationships with all our stakeholders. This year, this morning, before I came down here, I got a letter from the University of the West Indies where 4 of our teachers are going on to the postgraduate diploma in education. And I congratulate those teachers because it's part of when we improve our professional qualifications on staff, we are able to improve our curriculum delivery. We continue to provide those necessary resources for those students who are here, the Form 5s going into Form 6s. Working with our stakeholders, we have a system of planned maintenance now. And so we continue to build on our lessons learned over the past years. As I close, I quote Van Gogh, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together." Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Never forget the best of what you have done here, as we taught you here in your journey. And as you continue in your life's journey, continue to be thankful and grateful for what you have. Continue to remember God and put God first. And continue to respect your parents and work with your parents so that you may be able to achieve your dream in life. Gentlemen, I wish you all the best. And I pray and bless that you would be able to continue in your successes and journeys in life. Thank you.
I'd now like to invite the President of NAPSAC, the Naparima Association of Parents, Students, and Community, to bring greetings. Mr. Edison Dean.
Distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. I am honored to stand before you today as we celebrate both your achievements and the 130th anniversary of Naparima College's proud tradition of excellence. Class of 2024, you have woven yourselves into the very fabric of our school's remarkable history. Over the years, Naparima College has stood as a beacon of knowledge, values, and community.
Today, you join generations of alumni who have gone on to make their mark on the world, carrying the spirit of Naparima wherever they go. Your journey has been filled with challenges and triumphs, learning and growth. You have demonstrated resilience, adaptability, and the capacity to thrive in a rapidly changing world. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that you are not just graduates, you are torchbearers of the Naparima's legacy. May you always pursue excellence, hold fast to the values instilled in you here, and remain curious and compassionate as you navigate the future. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we are excited to see the incredible things you will achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dean. I'd like to ask you to hold on to assist us with the distribution of some awards. It's the presentation of certificates, prizes, and bursaries for 2024 CSEC level examinations. I'd like to invite Ms. Stasha Sami Ali to come up and call the names. The prizes here will be awarded for academics, co- and extracurricular activities, as well as bursaries, including silver medals for students achieving 8 ones or more.
Tyrell Alexander, Aveg Babulal, Ewan Babwa, Amand Bazdale, Christian Changu, Israel Cox, Jason Daniwam, Joshua Eversley, Justin Gilbert, Kyron Joseph, Nathaniel Kanhai, Gibran Lal, Christian Lakshmi Narayan, Javed Maharaj, Alex Mahis, Aaron Mohammed, Azid Mohammed, Manasa Mohammed, Abai Mohan, Josh Mangu, Kiran Motilal, Matthew Nanlal, Arun Philip, Yash from Lakan Singh. Kiran Ramlal Christian Ramsaran. Avinash Samsundar. Joshua Sando. Christopher Sipasad. Tristan Sitaram. Colin Shafarali. Viraj Sugrim. Kavir Surajbali. And last but not least, Richard Surajbali.
Thank you, Mrs. Sami Ali. I'd like to ask Mr. Dean to remain to receive a token. And we have Dominic Alam of Form 2 presenting. Thank you, Mr. Dean. At this point, we'd like to invite the President of NAPS, the Naparima Association for Past Students, Naparima College Association for Past Students, Mr. Joel Simmons, to bring brief greetings and to stay on to assist with some prizes distribution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. All protocols observed. Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all students who are graduating today. I have a big smile on my face because I remember my time sitting in the chair that you are right now, feeling a bit nervous, having to come up and collect your prizes, and so many parents in the back looking at us. But today is a very special day. Not only are you part of a select few who can call themselves Naparima College students, but you are even in a more select and elite group who have graduated and excelled in your exams. So I want you to remember this day, just like how my friends and I, we still remember and reminisce. We look at our pictures and laugh at the growth over the years. But today is a day for you to really look at where your life will be heading in the future. Some of you all will be continuing your studies here at Naparima College or furthering your education in university. Maybe taking time off to clear your head to really get an idea of what you want to be in life, start a business, be an entrepreneur, or follow sports. Whatever your heart's desire and passion, I really want you to forget about ego, forget about self, and look at how you can be of service, not only to your country, but to Naparima College as well. So on behalf of all the alumni members who ensure that each and every student is comfortable and is able to fully focus on developing themselves within the 5 and 7 years that they are in the school. From all of us, we extend our heartiest congratulations for this milestone that you have achieved. And keep going, keep dreaming, and keep excelling and continue being an exemplar to your family and to the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. I'd like to invite the form teacher of Form 5A, Mr. Jason Rambut, to call the names of the recipients. And the prizes again will be awarded for academics, core and extracurricular activities, as well as our bursaries, including silver medals and for students achieving 8 ones and over.
Good morning, everybody. Kadir Abdul. Rehan Ali. Zaidan Ali. Shiva Arjun Singh Rampasad, Kishan Bajnath, Tyler Bola, Khalil Boslang, Josiah Cooper, Gabriel Deonarain, Omanan Deopasad, Zach Duku, Jabari Forbes, Caleb Fortune, Zachary George, Christopher Gobin, Renison Harcharan, Christian Jagannath, Josh Jabut Singh, Luke Kanu, Rahul Kisun, Nirad Maharaj, Rudra Maharaj, Emir Mohammed, Jasir Mohammed, Josiah Mohammed, Rahim Mohammed, Reginald Mohammed, Vrisan Parak, Rishav Prasad, Ved Prasad, Ross Ramkisoon, Sarvesh Rampasad, Avin Saga, Cristiano Samaru, Joshua Sinat, Bradley Tika, and finally David William.
Thank you, Mr. Rambut, and we'd now like to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Joel Simmons. Thank you again for your dedication and your commitment to Naparima College as President of the Association of Past Students. Thank you again. At this point, we now will ask our school manager, Mr. Christian Duku, to assist with the distribution of the awards for the class of 5P, and these prizes will be awarded for academic, co- and extracurricular activities as well as bursaries, and these will also include silver medals for students achieving 8 ones and over. For the class of 5P, we'd like to ask the former form teacher, Mrs. Patty Mohan Thompson, to call their names.
I present to you the graduating class of 5P. Aidan Ali, Siddiq Ali John, Isaiah Andrews, Christopher Bachon, Riza Bach, Emerson Mola, Anja Berju, Darius Budu, Michael Kalis, Joshua Dwarika, Rizan Garcia, David Vasco, Craig Hussein, Sajeev Jadunanan, Ryan Jagu, Leandro Jute, Javed Mohammed, Nadeem Mohammed, Kadir Mohammed, Rais Mohammed, Jordan Mohammed, Gabriel Noyan, Tevin Pantor, Kyle Patel, Darius Prokop, Aaron Raghu, Bradley Ramlal, Nathan Rampasad, Aditya Ramsarup, Ravalo Samaru, Alex Sogrim, and Christopher Thomas. Well done, gentlemen, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached the class of 5S, and to assist us in distributing these prizes for academic, co- and extracurricular activities, as well as bursaries including silver medals for students achieving 8-1s and over, we'd like to ask Mrs. Jasmine Ramuta, our school supervisor 3, to assist us in distributing these prizes and awards to the class of 5S. And to assist us in calling the names of 5S, we'd like to ask the former form teacher, Mr. Kadir Mohammed, who was also assisted by Mr. Kerwin Bahadur, to call out these names for us.
Good morning, everyone. Gentlemen, on behalf of both Mr. Kerwin Bahadur and myself, we'd like to wish you all the best and congratulations on a job well done. Excellent job, 5S. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Aidan Ali. Sherwin Ali, Michael Allen, Nikhil Bechan, Nikhail Banimaru, Ved Bhagwat, Jarrell Cooper, Khalil Deo, Jaden Deonat, Varun Dowden, Zarian France, Israel Gedari, Ocean Gobin, Brendan Jalil, Akil Khalif Ali, Kadeen Khalif Ali, Ravish Kisun, Tyler Lachman Singh, Aditya Maraj, Ethan Maraj, Aidan Mamchan, Vishish Matai, Giovanni McKnight, Silas Mohammed, Jared Nagisa, Adam Nazir. Asa Peters, Jivan Ramdin, Damian Ramsrup, Richard Sidan, Jaden Sipasad, Amar Singh, Nadav Singh, Ethan Smith, Jaden Surajbali, Shabani Thompson. Could you give all our 5S students a round of applause, please?
Thank you, Mrs. Ramuta. I'd like to ask you to hold on to receive a token of appreciation. Thank you, Mr. Ramuta. At this point, we'd like to invite the chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Roy Umrao, to bring greetings.
The Right Reverend Daniel Chance, moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, His Worship Councillor Robert Paris, Mayor of the City of San Fernando, Reverend Lita Jacob, School Chaplain, Mrs. Jasmine Ramuta, School Supervisor 3, Secondary, Victoria Education District, Mr. Christian Duku, School Manager and Vice Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Gary Samara, Chairman of the Administrative Committee, representatives of our principals of our Presbyterian secondary schools, Mr. Ashmead Ali, guest speaker, and Mrs. Ali, Mr. Roger Ali, principal, Naparima College, Mr. Rodney Paradesi, vice principal, Naparima College, Mr. Edison Dean, president of Naparima Association of Parents, Students, and Community, Mr. Joel Simmons, President of Naparima College Association of Past Students, specially invited guests, members of staff of Naparima College, graduating class 2024, members of the media, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning. It gives me great joy to be a part of this celebration of achievements, but more importantly, to honor the journey each of you has taken to arrive at this pivotal point. Firstly, as we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives, it is also a moment of expression, a time to honor the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that have brought you to this day. The Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education applauds your exodus and pilgrimage, a journey of late nights studying, your collaborative projects, and your relentless pursuit of knowledge. Secondly, your graduation is an alpha, a dawn, a genesis. The new opportunity you are entering will be filled with both challenges and opportunities, and how you balance it will depend on your innovation, your resilience, and a commitment to lifelong learning. The Secondary Schools Board recognizes your efforts in our successful music festival, which you did marvelously well. In addition, we would have completed our Teachers Convention 2024, where your teachers demonstrated their talents through music. Following that, we had 2 workshops for middle management and interviews for subject areas and Dean of Discipline. My dear friends, the board has 1 teacher from each school, given that sponsorship to our neighboring St. Andrew's Theological College for Christian education, and of course, our very successful Values of Life program. And thirdly, the board applauds and salutes our staff at Naparima College, who over the years became mentors to you, and for shaping your minds and inspiring future generations, despite all the challenges that comes with teaching. To all our proud parents, we say thank you for your sacrifice, your support, and undying love. Take a moment and reflect on the fact that you have raised a graduate, giving your son an opportunity of a lifetime and blessing them with your prayers. In conclusion, our dear graduates, the book Move Your Bus by Ron Clark describes a bus with no wheels, and the persons on the bus have to move the bus with the actions of their feet. Some will run, some will walk, some will jog, some will sit, and some will even steer the bus. So too, you in the coming months and years, with each step, you will have to move that bus. And always remember to put God first. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know your plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And sometimes, graduating class, you have to go back to the basics when you are moving that bus. You always go back to the ABC in life. For example, when you are dealing with your health, you look at the A1C or the HbA1c. You look at the B for your blood pressure and the C for your cholesterol. And even in the education domain, you have to look at the academics. The B for behavior and the C for your cognitive and your cultural transformation. And when you go to tertiary education, or some of you continue your studies right here, or even you go into the world of work and you become an entrepreneur, look at the A for being adventurous, the B for being benevolent, and the C for adopting a climate of mutual respect. Class of 2024, graduation is a time of expression. It's an alpha and a genesis, and it's a time for congratulations. On behalf of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, congratulations, best wishes, God's blessings. Thank you very much.
We will now be treated by a musical item. The Naparima College Choir, led by Mrs. Natalie Prasad, and the piece is entitled, Count Your Blessings.
Good morning once again. So, our guest speaker this morning is Mr. Ashmead Ali. And I was given 2 pages to introduce him here this morning, but I'd have to summarize it, so forgive me, Mr. Ali. Thank you. But what is more important to us this morning is that Mr. Ali is really a past student of Naparima College. He's a former NAPS man. Let's give him a round of applause, please. But having left Naparima College, Mr. Ali is also ACCA certified with CIME. His professional experience is also that of a managing director and accountant, a general contractor, and property management. He's also a family man. And so, with all these different spheres of his life, he still finds time to give that level of charity back to society, not only to Naparima College, but to other communities, to other schools, to other institutions. And so, his public service is at the level of cricket and cricket competitions. He has a football team. He's a past sponsor of our college, football and cricket team, and a former member of NAPS. And there are so many outreach projects that his foundation would pursue. And so it is with that level of commitment, not only to Naparima College, not only to our Past Students Association, but to Trinidad and Tobago as a whole. I welcome Mr. Ali to our podium. Mr. Ali.
The Right Reverend Daniel Chance, and in fact, at the beginning I should say chairpersons. I'd like to acknowledge both Mohammeds that are on the stage. The Mayor who in his absence, Ms. Letra Jacob in her absent, Mr. Roy Umro, a fellow student, companion of mine in the years that we were here, the school supervisor who have departed, Mr. Christian Duku, Mr. Gary Sumara, the acting principal, Mr. Roger Ali, Mr. Paradesi, the vice principal, Mr. Edison Dean had to leave as well, Mr. Joel Simmer had to leave as well, specially invited guests, members of staff of the Naparima College fraternity, graduates of 2024, parents, friends, my wife, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and to my Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Today, whilst I am going to be delivering a very brief, but what I hope will be inspiring, and a short discourse, I was actually allocated 20 minutes, and I assure you that it will probably take 17. I practiced last night on my kids. We have to, first of all, recognize that today is a very auspicious and celebratory day in the lives of you young men. We gather to recognize your achievements for the past 5 or 7 years of academic excellence, and many of you have went on to achieve other forms of excellence in terms of sports, sporting disciplines, and other fields. I trust that the journey that you had was an enjoyable one. Now you'll need to speak with me. Like I said, we are going to talk. Was it an enjoyable one? Yes. I'm not getting that feeling, huh? I'm not getting that feeling. All right. Today, I want to impart some knowledge and experience that I hope will encourage you in the years ahead. And this will be based on your understanding of 2 key things. One is to be, excuse me. One is to be thankful on one hand and not be ungrateful on the other hand. Because of this, I would like to invite the Reverend Chance, see, I'm going to be interacting, to give us a verse, a quotation about being thankful. Reverend?
Give thanks to the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in your mouth. Be joyful at all times and give thanks in all circumstances.
Thank you very much, Reverend. So I hope you all heard what he said. And in other teachings and in other scriptures, the bottom line that will be quoted by the merciful Creator who created all of us, I have one, is verily, man is very unjust and very ungrateful. He didn't only say that we are unjust and ungrateful. The word emphasized before was very, in order to specify the severity at which we continue to live our lives in this manner of being totally unjust and ungrateful. And with that in mind, I want you young men here, and for those of the parents who have others to come into this institution, and for myself who have a young man here, you have to understand that you have a world-class institution here. One that is supported by a very hard-working administration, support staff, teachers, and the Presbyterian Church. And above all, the parents who make a really heartfelt and everyday commitment to you young men. With that in mind, and with what the Reverend said, I want to invite all of you graduates to stand. Now, I know that's a very easy task. I want you to listen to my instructions very carefully, because some of you do mathematics, you know what a protractor is, a compass, and so forth. I want you to, at my command, I want you to give everyone in this hall a hearty round of applause, the best that you can do, starting when I say go, and turning in an anti-clockwise direction for 180 degrees, and then return to your seating position. Go. Okay, well done. Stay in that position for the time being. I would like you to look at your parents in the audience and tell them that you love them. Boy, I'm not feeling that love. Okay, you may take your seats. Thank you very much. That's to wake you up a little bit. At this point, I would have asked members of the audience to tell the person next to you that you love them. But that could open up some divorce cases and so forth. So let's just leave that right there. During the next phase of your lives, gentlemen, you will encounter a rapidly changing environment. One that is filled with turmoil and a lack of proper leadership and ethics. We have grown as a people, and I'm sorry to say this, but we have grown as a people to be accustomed to supporting wrong because it suits us, and upholding right, and stop upholding right because it does not benefit us. People don't defend what is right anymore. They defend who they like and who they benefit from. And that is the stark reality of where we have reached worldwide. We have, as parents, I speak to you, we have to stop removing the mountains that are in front of our children and instead start to teach them how to climb. I myself come into this institution, I should mention that this year makes it 40 years that I left Naparima College. 40 years. And we would have had our oration tournaments right where you all are in an old wooden building. People like Mr. Omro and so forth will remember. And that is where we trained ourselves in public speaking. But if one day I tell my son, when I'm bringing him in the morning, you need to walk up the hill, man ain't doing it at all. So next time, I'll have to pretend that the car stalled and ask him, well, the only way up is you will have to walk up. But knowing him, I'd probably say, you need to carry me on your back, you know. Young men, I know most of you, I know most of you are already having professions in your mind. You are probably thinking about becoming a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, whatever it is, an accountant. But if I were to ask you, and I want some responses, what are one or two of the fields out there that you feel that there is a great demand for? Anyone? If I had a blues, I'll pick it out and say, but I don't have any on me. Anyone know what are the biggest demands out there right now in terms of human beings? Come on, give me one answer, self. Yes? Teachers? Yeah. But the amount of bullying going around right now, I don't think you want to go there. So, the one profession that I want to implore you to take advantage of is to become a good human being. If you become that as a profession, I guarantee you that everything else after will be great. So with that in mind, I want to give you some popular quotes that will help you along, and I will explain a few of them. 2 things don't ever fight for in life: through friends and through love. When I mean through, T-R-U-E. I have great friends who have come into my life and have become like family members. I have great love. My wife, I never fought for her. She just came straight into my life. Easy peasy. Once, she didn't turn up for a certain prayers I had. I went and delivered a cake and an ice cream for her, and after that was marriage ceremony. Very easy. No need to fight. Don't worry about going outside there and pelting stone on those girls' roof and all kind of thing for them to watch for you, and you're wondering. They will come to you. Put yourself out there, but put yourself out there with good qualities. The second thing is, don't get fooled by wealth. It is not about money that you feel that you are wealthy with a big bank account. It is not by that at all. It is about living a fulfilling life, doing what you love, and making a positive impact of people. Just recently, India lost one of its biggest billionaire tycoons. Anybody know his name? Yes? Ratanji Tata. Don't laugh at the surname, eh? And he, if you follow cricket, that was the sponsor of the IPL, the Tata Premier League. And in all of his wealth, people would have asked him at some point in time when he had probably aged enough, what was the most cherishing thing of your life? Was it the valuables? Was it the resources that you had? Was it the bank account balance? And one time, a colleague of him asked him, as I do with many of my colleagues and so forth, I would like you to donate 200 wheelchairs. But the condition, that is petty cash money, but the condition of making that donation was that you have to come and deliver it to the people who need it. And when he went, he said that was his, he said that was his true happiness. That is when he found it and realized what true happiness was. So it wasn't about the balance. It was about what the balance and the account can do to make you happy. The third thing is, instead of fighting each other, try and kill that own ego within yourself. In times, the fourth point is, in times of universal deceit, telling the truth will be like a revolutionary act. And we are seeing that right now. We are pretty much seeing that right now. We have one man in the Middle East who is creating havoc. Don't mind killing left, right, and center. And yet, he is the victim. And you must understand the importance of speaking the truth. And I will give you a typical example. As many of you may not know, I was also a teacher, a professor, a principal. Is that people no longer know how to be honest to themselves. How to look in the mirror and say, here it is. I am wrong. I am wrong. Nothing is wrong in that. I had recently a court matter concerning a company that owed me money. Right? The very said company, and I want you to follow this, some of you will be lawyers, that you may give them better advice than the lawyers this person had. They actually wrote my company and said, Ashminali Contracting, we owe you 1.5 million. They actually wrote it. Forget the figure. I'm not telling all of this. I'm using a figure. Please. And when I sued them for the money because they wasn't paying us, they actually went to court to defend their own letter. Does that make any sense to any lawyers in this precinct? But of course, the lawyer has to find some way of earning money, taking it up upon himself to take this case. So you have to understand that if you are seeing that you wrote something and you want to go and defend what you have confirmed, there's a special kind of word for that. In our English language, I do not want to say it here, right? But this is where you see. You are seeing the truth. You are reading the truth, but you are believing the lie. Don't be like that, young man. Truth will always set you free. It will always give you a peaceful night's rest. I guarantee you. Try it. Tell somebody a lie in the evening and see how much it bothers you in the night. That goes for me too. Huh? At times, if you feel everything around you is dark, don't pretend to be part of that darkness. You become the light. And then the sixth point is, kindness is more than deeds. It is an attitude, an expression, a touch that you can give someone, a hug. It is anything that lifts the spirit of that person. You know, as young men, soon enough, I don't want to say very soon, but soon enough you may get married. And I hope that you do. Marriage is a wonderful thing, except when it reaches the courts. It's a wonderful thing. But you have to learn to read signs. You see, you young men, I'm telling you from experience. I am married 21 years if I'm right. If I'm not, I'll know about it very shortly when we leave. I do the maths. You have to understand how to read signs, how to interpret things. So a husband and wife situation, and I'm sure every man in this audience could agree with me on this. When it's coming up to your wife's birthday, you start to get hints. If I'm wrong, you could tell me. Huh? So this wife, a couple of days before her birthday, had a dream. We all dream. She dreamt that she will get a necklace, some earrings, a bracelet, so forth. Telling the husband about the dream, you know. 2 or 3 days ago, my birthday is coming up. I dreamt about this and that and the next. So naturally, we fellas, we know how to interpret things. Not so? Yes. So on the morning of her birthday, the husband presented her with her present. Nicely gift wrapped and everything. And when she opened it, it was a book. And the heading of the book was How to Interpret Dreams. So you have to understand. Now, if you do that, I hope that you are shopped by standards or courts and have a very good sofa in your living room. Because that's where you will be sleeping for a couple of days. Well, luckily that don't happen to me. I listen. Allow me to share some of my experiences with you as a former NAPS student. And sorry, I'd just like to come back here. As a former NAPS student And from somebody who had set, at the age of 40, I had set my goal to retire at 50. You see this thing about working to 60 and 65? No offense to anybody here. That is part of life. You have to keep working, you have bills to pay. But I had set my goal to retire at age 50. I did it. What was my journey like, just like you all? Mr. Omro was in the college at my year. I am by no means, excuse me, was one of the brighter students. In fact, I tell people every single day, and I probably didn't tell Mr. Doshi this, but I'll tell him now. When I did A-levels, I passed it with ease. Now, many of you will think that I mean E-A-S-E. No. I got an E in geography. I got an E in economics. I got an E in mathematics. And I got a B in general paper. If you were to, that's Cambridge. If you were to mention that to any one of you all here now, it will sound like he was a real dunce. No, because of those kinds of grades. It was the lowest of the passes. A to E was pass marks. But nonetheless, it was a pass. It was enough to open other doors that I went through the hard work of my parents to study accountancy in the UK. At the Emil Wolf colleges, that was the top college at that time. I did my accountancy in 3.5 years, a very quick time. The last year and a half was working and studying. And after that, I decided to do the CIMA program, which is another fraction of accountancy, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. I worked 2 jobs and still was able to study that and came out with 3 A's and a B. I had topped the institution at that time. But more than that is what is all the background in terms of the work experience and so forth. You must never think that any job and any form of earning an honest dollar is wrong. You must never let anybody think that doing a casual job is wrong. My first job, in terms of a part-time thing, was running trolley from Alam Supermarket, who is now JTA. No problem with that. The tips was more than the pay. In the UK, my first job was, I worked in McDonald's. And when you start off in McDonald's working, you start off at the very low end as a cleaner. And I want to tell you something. If they tell you to drop on the floor and clean all the wheels because of cleanliness, every single thing in the store is on wheels. But I worked my way up from that position to a managerial position in McDonald's in the UK. In a very short space of time. A lot of awards on the way. Fastest cashier, fastest this, fastest that. In fact, I had become so important to the store that they sent a taxi every morning to pick me up, because they wanted to make sure I came to work. So there was nothing demeaning about that. Eventually, I started to work in the college that I had studied in, just like this institution, and an administrator, seeing about the timetabling, the tests, every single thing you could think about, dealing with all of the lecturers. And then eventually I returned to Trinidad and Tobago back in 1992, 1993. Then there I discovered that many people who were studying accountancy would not have had the financial resources to make it to the UK as I did, because at that time the sterling dollar was devalued and it became 10 TT to $1. So what did I do to help all of my fellow budding accounting students? I brought lecturers from the UK to Trinidad and Tobago to do study schools with them, like 3 or 4 days intensive program before their exams. Because they may not have had, excuse me, the opportunity that I had, but I wanted them to have the experience and the opportunity that I had. Since then, I discovered that I do not like being in the office. So I changed from being an accountant, from being a management accountant, to being a contractor. I went on to excel in the field of contracting as well. I became the largest supplier of aggregates throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago in that very busy period of 2007 to 2015. I became the largest purchaser of aggregates in this country from national quarries. I became the premier barging company moving materials between all of the islands, most of the islands within our little Caribbean up to St. Lucia. I used to go to St. Lucia like you go to Tobago, flying in the morning, load our barge, come back on the night flight. Those were some of the experiences. But in everything, when you had reached your pinnacle, you find that there's nowhere further to go. So let's find something else to do. Currently, apart from all of these companies that we have, Ashmidali Contracting and the Ashnad Foundation, I am on one of the state boards called the Rural Development Company. And if you know and if you listen to different things, your parents would know, many of these state boards are very lackadaisical with their accounting, with their reporting. When they go in front of the parliamentary committees, you would hear that they are 10 years behind. The board that I serve on, it's the only board in Trinidad and Tobago that has its full financial audits up to date, such that when our year-end is 30th of September, I have everything completed, AGM and everything, before the end of November. That doesn't happen anywhere else on any other state board in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is the standard that we as NAPS men must set. I want to tell you parents out there and to you graduates coming up, if you as yourself have considered that you are successful in life, and you have not been able to raise the standard of living of your employees, of your neighbors, of your community that you belong to, in my book, and I'm repeating it, in my book, you have failed. I didn't say you're a failure. I said in my book. In this regard, you gentlemen always look to those who have less than you than the ones that have more than you. That way, greed will never set in. You will always be contented. Because right now, if you have a car that gets you A to B, and you see a next man have a Lamborghini, don't worry about that. He's also going from A to B. Just a few more people might look at him on the way, but at the end of the day, he will get to point B, just like you want to get to. In concluding, I want to urge you to take advantage of 5 simple things at your very young, tender age. You currently have youth on your side. Take advantage of it before old age sets in. You can move now, you can jump, you can run, you can reach, you can hike. A time will come through the mercies of God Almighty that whatever age He decides you live to, that you may not be able to do some of those things. You may have health right now. Use it, keep it, because sooner or later, and as you know, sometimes sickness sets in. You may have wealth right now. Utilize it wisely, because poverty can come at any time. You have free time right now when you're on holidays. A time will come when you are so preoccupied, and I have discovered that. I honestly cannot understand, and my wife can testify to this, I cannot understand how a retired person since age 50, for the last 8 years, that means how old I am, is busier than when I used to work day and night. I just cannot find free time. And lastly, I want you to take advantage of the life that you have before death sets in. You have one life to live. Unless you know anybody else who live in 2. You have one life to live. Make the best use of it. And my last statement to you, and I want to reflect on something that I said to Mrs. Jagannath the morning when the chess team was leaving to go to the tournament over the weekend. When they were boarding the bus, she said to me, make sure and pray, because everybody gunning for Naparima College. And that's a natural thing. Everybody gunned for Naparima College. Yesterday, I went to a PTA meeting. A lawyer come up there trying to interpret the Constitution. I say, hear this. I went to Naparima College. The talk was done. He didn't have no reply to that when I tell him what was right and what was wrong. You're respected. You're considered the cream of the crop just by the name Naparima College, and something I feel very proud about. And why it is people always gun, using that term, not physical gun, they always gunning for you. They always targeting you. They always want to bring you down. They always want to find something negative to say about you. I will ask my more elder colleagues here. Have you ever pelted a mango tree? Yeah. Did you ever pelt one with no mango on it? Of course not. People only pelt those who have something. An empty barrel, you don't go and dip a bucket in it to get water. So understand this. When you find that you are being targeted, it's because you have something. Because people want what you want. They are jealous. But stay on the course of righteousness and you will be guided. I want to urge you all to please progress in life smoothly, humbly, truthfully. And if I had said anything that has offended anybody, I beg your forgiveness. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. I would like you all to give him a hearty round of applause for that wonderful delivery. At this juncture, we'd like to ask Mr. Ali to assist us with the presentation of trophies to the Form 6 graduates. And we will begin with 6A, the form teacher, Miss Cassie Seni Thomas, will call names. All right, and remember this is the presentation of certificates, prizes, and bursaries for CAPE 2024, including gold medals for 8-1s and over. Miss Seni Thomas.
Good morning, everyone. Before I present graduating class of 6A, are there any further representatives for 6A? Please come forward. Kavir Bagwandan. Kayla Manswell. Nikolai Ramai. And Kyle Sakraj.
Thank you. We'll now have the form teacher of 6AS1, Mr. Videsh Kunj Bihari. I'd like to ask Mr. Kerry Manohar if he's here to assist with those names. Or Miss Gyan. Mrs. Rachel Gyan is also the form teacher of 6AS2, so she can assist with the names, calling the names for 6AS1. Just a little bit longer, Mr. Ali.
Good morning, everyone. These are the 2024 CAPE graduates for 6AS1, James Ali, Ethan Balchan, Jeremy Briggs, Vikash Chetram, William Chang, Adrian Chatur, Ashish Dylan Rampasad, Jaden Dudnath, Sebastian Gobin, Aidan Hassan Ali, Israel Joseph, Gabriel Kanhai, Justin Khan. Sarvesh Miraj, Aidan Mohammed, Azad Mohammed, Nabil Mohammed, Nathan Narain Singh, Jaron Pascal, Keegan Raghuba, Terrell Rajun, Ronald Ramdial, Arun Ramlogan, Varun Ramlogan, Tristan Ramnares, Devindu Rampal Singh, Troy Rampasad, Kyle Ram Singh, Matthew Romain, Shavesh Sankar, Jason Sipasad, and Ronaldo Singh. Sebastian Gobin as well. Congratulations, 6AS1. I'll now call on the 2024 CAPE graduates of 6AS2. Nicholas Adar Singh, Anthony Amaral, Ronaldo Dal Singh, Marcus Date, Josue Francis. Aidan Harrell, Faris Hussain, Rashad Hussain, Muhammad Kalam, Vasu Khan, Rao Kisun, Savir Laban, Nirvan Mahaber, Amir Mahadev, Vishal Manohar, Christopher Mohammed, Nadeem Mohammed, Aidan Omar, Varun Odu, Anthony Pariag, Suresh Ramdav. Alex Ramjit, Ryan Ramkisoon, Vinesh Ramnarayan. Kyle Ramnath, Vishal Ramsubag, Brian Samaru, Shiva Samlal Ramraj, Veer Samnarayan, Julian Sipasad Singh, Rajiv Sugrim, and Jacob Steele. Aidan Mohammed, please come back to the stage. Congratulations, 6AS2.
Ladies and gentlemen, one last round of applause for the Form 6 graduating class 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to a point of a musical interlude, a live musical interlude, and this will be done by the Naparima College Steel Orchestra, led by our most worthy Miss Amanda Ramjohn, arranged by our very own student Caleb Fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll be performing a song by Whitney Houston, One Moment in Time, our Naparima College Steel Orchestra.
Pleasant good morning to our special guests, members of staff, parents, and most importantly, our graduates. I asked your valedictorian to send me some brief notes for his introduction, and this is what he sent. Christopher has been an exemplary student, partaking in many club activities over school years while maintaining his academic grades. This is a true testament to his humility. That's all he sent to me. And I need to add that Christopher is a dedicated student and was a dedicated head prefect. He showed great leadership qualities and always led from the front as head prefect and as a member of various clubs and charities, both in and out of school. He continues to be an exemplar and a true NAPS man. Let me welcome on stage our former head prefect and your valedictorian for the graduating class of 2024, Master Christopher Mohammed.
As we embark on a new chapter, let us take a moment to reflect on the meaningful journey of the past 5 to 7 years. Distinguished staff members, parents, esteemed guests, and most importantly, fellow graduates, welcome to the 2024 Naparima College graduation ceremony, encompassing the theme, Empowering to Elevate, celebrating a journey from possibility to actuality. For many of us seated here today, Naparima College has been more than just an institution. It has served as our home away from home throughout these transformative years. Upon arriving at college, many of us faced uncertainty about what lay ahead. The unfamiliar faces and new environment required us to adapt swiftly to meet the challenges of our prestigious institution. While some of us adjusted more quickly than others, the fact that we are graduating today is testament to the hard work, dedication, commitment, and sacrifices we made along the way. I could easily stand at this podium for hours, recounting the many events and activities that marked our journey. However, I would like to focus on a few key memories that stood out and significantly contributed to our character development and growth at Naparima College. While the regular class schedule, along with recess and lunch breaks, played a significant role in fostering our brotherhood on Paradise Hill, several key traditions stand out as unforgettable experiences. If I were to create a mental timeline, our annual bazaar would undoubtedly be among the earliest and most memorable events outside of school hours. Beyond the enjoyment that these bazaars provided, the collaboration between students and teachers to manage the various stalls acted as an effective icebreaker, strengthening our connections. Furthermore, Form 1 marked our introduction to a host of exhilarating events, including our first sports day and the thrilling league and intercall football matches. These competitions not only provided lasting memories, but also became integral to Naparima College's rich history, particularly due to the remarkable achievements of our teams over the years. We must also acknowledge the countless outings our teachers organized, each designed to enhance key areas of our holistic development. From the very beginning, Naparima College offered us a diverse array of clubs to choose from. Many of you here today have risen through the ranks over the years, taking on executive roles and honing your leadership skills, all of which have contributed to the success of your respective clubs. The graduating classes of 2024 encountered an unprecedented challenge as we lost 2 crucial school years to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many believe we might struggle to regain our former heights, but the spirit of being your brother's keeper resonates deeply within the Naparima community. This collective mindset, both conscious and instinctive, ensured that no student was left behind, allowing us to quickly rebuild and strengthen the connections we forged before the pandemic. Personally speaking, the monotony of strictly online classes caused me to lose some focus as well as interest in topics I would have been otherwise passionate about. One thing for certain, however, that definitely stood out to me was the ability of my teachers to go the extra mile to ensure that all students, not only myself, regain the interest and passion that we possessed pre-pandemic. Oftentimes, inadequate recognition is given to those role models that would have assisted us along our journey. Here, I'm referring to our teachers. Naparima College possesses some of the best teachers in the country. On behalf of all the graduating classes present today, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for the countless hours each and every one of you have spent ensuring that we receive the best education in the country. Thank you for all of your sacrificed lunchtimes explaining topics to us that we might have had trouble with. And most of all, thank you for inspiring us to be who we are today. Every member of staff from 2017 to present day would have contributed to our NAPS experience, whether it be directly or indirectly. With respect to my year group, entering Form 6 allowed for a closer connection with our respective teachers, and these moments will remain with us for a lifetime. Whether it be Mr. Nanan giving us advice about our future careers, or Ms. Suku preparing us for the next chapter in university as we embark on our tertiary journey, rest assured that every one of us, especially my former Upper 6 colleagues, are prepared to face all challenges ahead. Another important factor to consider that is often overlooked is the significant impact our parents have on our education. Beyond our teachers, our parents play a vital role in guiding us and helping us make the right decisions. Without their support, realizing our full potential can be challenging. However, I want each of you to understand that our parents genuinely care about us. They have watched us grow into the exemplary NAPS man over the past few years and will always be there to support us, no matter the circumstances. Equally important as our dedicated teachers are the personnel who ensure that Naparima College's facilities meet the high standards by which we hold ourselves accountable. This includes our diligent library and office staff, as well as the ground staff. Their tremendous contributions over the years have created an environment that fosters effective learning. Additionally, we must extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Naparima College Association of Past Students, NAPS, and the Naparima Association of Parents and Community, NAPSAC, for their generous support in providing state-of-the-art facilities to all students, resources that are often unavailable in other schools throughout Trinidad and Tobago. As we look into the future, nothing is set in stone and we cannot take anything for granted. Hence, we must all make a conscientious effort to make our mark. Now, you may be asking yourself, what exactly does it mean to make your mark? And the answer is quite simple. It means carrying on the legacy of what it means to be a true NAPS man, giving your best effort in everything you do, and always being your brother's keeper. Whether it be tertiary education and eventually our careers, we must be the role models, set the example, and lead the way for others to follow. We have been granted the best secondary school education in the country. Therefore, it should not go to waste. To the graduating Form 5 classes of 2024, you are next in line. You have already started your Form 6 journey and will have realized all of the differences and demands that go along with being a Form 6 student. Do not become demotivated. Like all of my colleagues here today, you will eventually make it. Cherish your last years at the college, as these are the last set of memories you'll have of secondary school for the rest of your lives. As we celebrate the journey from possibility to actuality, let us all uplift one another, uphold the values of Naparima College, some of which have been established since 1894. To the graduating Form 5 and 6 classes of 2024, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher Mohammed, for that speech. I'm sure all of us, especially the students, would have been able to take a piece of it down memory lane, and they would be able to also assimilate with those words. Thank you again. We'd now like to invite our moderator to assist in distributing for us our highest ranking trophies for the CSEC examinations. Our students for the highest ranking in CSEC examinations.
And for biology, Christopher Daniel. For chemistry, Rehan Ali. Rehan also is receiving a prize for geography and information technology. Zachary George, English A. Receiving 3 trophies for English B, Mathematics and Physics, Reginald Mohammed. Receiving 2 trophies for Principles of Accounts and Spanish, Rishav Prasad. Trophy for Principles of Business, Justin Gilbert. Trophy for Social Studies, Brendan Jalil. For Theatre Arts, Christopher C. Prasad. For Physical Education, Omanando Prasad. Human and Social Biology, Arun Philip. For Additional Mathematics, Zaidan Ali. For Technical Drawing, David Williams. And for music, Caleb Fortune.
We now have the trophies and distribution of the highest ranking for Advanced Cape level.
For Applied Mathematics, Troy Rampasad is also receiving a trophy for Pure Mathematics as Physics as well. For Biology, Anthony Amiral. Collecting is his father, Anthony Amiral as well, Dr. Anthony Amiral. For Caribbean Studies, Arun Ramlogan. For Chemistry, Shavish Sanka. For Computer Science, Gabriel Kanhai. For Entrepreneurship, Nikolai Ramai. Environmental Science, Tristan Ramnaris. Geography, Kavil Bagwandin. Information Technology, Kaylan Manswell. Management of Business, Sheldon Munilal. For Sociology, Sebastian Gubin. Collecting is his father. And for Performing Arts, Josue Francis.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our highest ranking at the Cape level. And yes, we'd also like to ask the moderator to please hold on again, because now we're going to have the distribution of the awards and trophies for outstanding achievement at the CSET level. These are students and graduates who have achieved 10 ones or more. Yes, as they make their way up, ladies and gentlemen, we can give them that encouragement and support.
These gentlemen are Rahul Kisun, Emil Mohammed, Reginald Mohammed, Rosram Kisun, David Williams, Christopher Thomas, Brandon Jalil, Caleb Fortune, Zaidan Ali, okay, while Zaidan is making his way up here, we have also Rehan Ali, we have Zachary George, so Zaidan Ali, Rehan Ali, Omanan Dev Prasad, Arun Ram Logan, Arun Ram Logan, Varun Ram Logan, just remember these are candidates who achieved 9 ones or more in the CAPE examinations. Varun Ram Logan. Troy Rampasad. Rashad Hussein. Varun Udho. Savir Laban. Aiden Horrell.
Right, we now invite Mr. Rodney Pardesi, our acting principal, Mr. Roger Ali, and our moderator to join us to capture this moment of our outstanding achievement of 9 once or more at the Cape level. And we're not yet finished with our moderator, our Reverend Daniel Chance. We ask you to again come center stage for the presentation of 2 very special awards. These awards, the first one is the Presbyterian Secondary School Board of Education's trophy for the most outstanding student at the CSEC level. And this year, that was awarded, it is being awarded to Reginald Mohammed. Reginald has received 12 grade 1s at CSET level, an outstanding achievement. We now have the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education trophy for the most outstanding student at Cape level. And this will be awarded this year to Troy Rampasad. Troy has received 10 grade 1s at the CSEC level. We'd like to thank you very much again for graciously allowing us to have you distribute these prizes on behalf of the Presbyterian Church.
I'd like to invite the principal, Sir Raja Ali, to assist in the distribution of prizes.
These are special awards awarded to students who are exemplars and they have been consistently performing in their school life.
So the first recipient of the is receiving the S&B exclusive Variety Store Limited Student Exemplar Trophy, Christopher Mohammed. Master Christopher Mohammed. Receiving the Sean Sanka Student Exemplar Trophy, Vinesh Ramnarayan. the Gopal Lands Hardware and Superstore Student Exemplar Trophy, Vasu Khan. Rene Hussein Prasad Student Exemplar Trophy, Savir Laban. The Barry Gopi Singh Prize for student making the most contribution to the corporate life of the school, Rashad Hussein. The recipient of the next trophy is, he obtained 8 grade 1s at the Cape examinations. He was selected as a school prefect. He represented Trinidad and Tobago at the International Mathematics Olympiad and tutored students for it. He participated in the secondary school's badminton tournament and placed second in doubles. He represented Naparima College at various chess tournaments. He represented Trinidad and Tobago at the Central American and Caribbean Youth Chess Festival. And he also participated and won several secondary schools' Sanskritic Sangam competitions. I give you Keegan Raghuba. Here to collect for him is his parent.
Our next award is the S&B Exclusive Variety Store Limited Trophy for the best all-round student. This student obtained 8 grade 1s at the Cape examination, was also selected as a school prefect. He represented Trinidad and Tobago at the International Mathematics Olympiad, and he also assisted in tutoring our team. He participated in the secondary school's badminton tournament, placed second in doubles, and he represented Naparima College at various chess tournaments throughout the country. He represented Trinidad and Tobago regionally at the Central American and Caribbean Youth Chess Festivals. The Marcus Gedari Trophy for Sportsman of the Year. He obtained 7 grade 1s at Cape examinations. He is an avid piano player. He won the Southern Division in piano and qualified for the championship round in our 2024 Music Festival. He's the reigning national champion, under 16 for badminton. He's the under 19 Triple Crown winner of the Caribbean Regional Badminton Conference, better known as Caribaco, which took place this year in Aruba. He represented Trinidad and Tobago at the Junior Pan American Games in Mexico, as well as the Junior Badminton Tournament in the country of China. And he's aiming to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the next Summer Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. With all of this, our Sportsman of the Year goes to Mr. Vishal Ramsubag, and his mother will receive on his behalf. We'd like to ask all of the students to come to the center. And we'd like to ask Troy and Reginald to accompany us as well on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating an extraordinary achievement, all-round best sportsman and student exemplar for 2024.
We are now nearing the end of yet another successful graduation, celebrating 130 years of excellence. We'd like to thank the Presbyterian Church for all the support that you have given over the last academic year, and we look forward to your continued support. To our stakeholders, NAPS and NAPSAC, without your continued support, financially and of course moral support, we'd not have been able to provide such an excellent environment for our students and our staff. We have a very hard-working and dedicated staff. Without their tutoring and guidance, we'd not be able to produce the all-round scholars that you see here today. A special thank you to the teachers, office staff, and ground staff who assisted in making today's event successful. To our specially invited guests, thank you for your distinguished presence. To our featured speaker, Mr. Ashmid Ali, I almost did not recognize him this morning wearing suit and long pants. Usually he's buzzing around the campus in shorts and hat, and if he's not setting up landscaping across the campus, he's watering plants. Thank you for the time that you and your family have devoted to our noble institution. And today, we thank you for your words of wisdom and encouragement to our young graduates. To our valedictorian, Mr. Christopher Mohammed, who is also a former head prefect. Christopher has been one of the hardest working head prefects in recent years. He has proven himself to be a role model for his fellow students. Christopher, thank you for your memories that you have shared with us today on behalf of the graduating class of 2024. Graduates, today is your day, a celebration of 5 to 7 years of hard work and dedication. You have done your families and indeed your alma mater proud. Congratulations, and may God continue to bless you, your families, and our great Naparima fraternity. And before I close, I'm going to ask the graduates to please stand and let's recognize them for their hard work and their success. For you Form 6ers, I know it's going to be sentimental, so we want to give you a good send-off. And if you know Mr. Troy Rampasad, you know him to be very vociferous. He's going to lead us in something that I hope you know about.
So we're going to say this well-known chant 3 times because I want the parents in the audience, who would consist of a lot of old boys at the college who might know the chant, but who might not. I want you all to join in on this one, right? Who are we? We are the boys from NAP. NAPSAC Naparima. Rah, rah, rah. Come on, fellas, join in with me. I will feel embarrassed now. So there we go. 3, 4. Who are we? We are the boys from NAP. NAPSAC Naparima. Rah, rah, rah. We're going to do it one more time. Right? All right, please join in.